Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So welcome to this wonderful Sunday evening program here in West Coast. We want to thank Raj Prabhu and family for having this place arranged for all of us. And we are continuing these programs every week in different houses. And then today we have very special and honored to have this Sundar Gopal Prabhu with us. So for others who have been here with us the last 2-3 days, they know about Sundar Gopal Prabhu, but I just wanted to take a few more moments to convey about Prabhuji. First thing is for all newcomers, Prabhuji holds the world's one of the Guinness Book of Records. Okay, so you'll be surprised for what purpose he's holding Guinness Book of Records. Right? So nowadays people have all kinds of varieties of ways to hold Guinness Book of Records, but his holding of Guinness Book of Records is completely unique and completely, you'll be surprised to see how this is happening. Okay? So Prabhuji, he after his BTech and he finished his MTech in IIT India, okay, IIT Delhi. So when I say MTech IIT Delhi means you should know the caliber in which he comes. So after that he joined L&T and then he was working as a chief from an engineering perspective. Then he joined the Hare Krishna movement to ensure that whatever the knowledge, whatever the caliber, whatever the intelligence that he has possessed to dedicate for his spiritual life and spiritual life. Through this journey of last 20 years, some of his achievements, when I say some of his achievements, currently he is the International President Director of the Youth Council across many countries, for specifically focusing on youth development. And he is also managing, he was a temple president, he was manager, and he was on this career path of across the various spiritual years. He has moved, he has established many temples also in and around Delhi, specifically on Ghaziabad and other regions also. And he is also managing various other sectors, units, and temples across the north part of India. When I say north part of India, specifically focused on Uttar Pradesh and other full regions. So under him, there are many temple presidents, many temple zones, zonal secretaries, everything. So it is very important opportunity that we have in him with us. So another point is when I say the Guinness Book of Records, you should know what is that, right? So it is not that easy to bring all the children together, right? So it is not that easy to bring all the youth together in one particular forum. So the last few years, there is an event program that he orchestrated, he brainchild, and then brought his something for us and then in which more than 15,000 college students participated. And that focus was mainly on something called as de-addiction, right? Okay, which means currently in the society, we all know what is the most important addiction. What is the most important addiction? Social media and phone, right? So that was one of the main topics in challenge. And apart from that, across colleges and universities, you have other addictions, right? The normal intoxication, drugs, everything, right? So Prabhuji brainchild of having that Udgar program and then created it and then manifested across Delhi and other regions, and many of them participated, and then it was brought to notice of our Indian Prime Minister also. And then the entire drive was focused on how do we ensure that children, the youth are getting from their academic, from their qualification background towards that spiritual progress, towards that value education, towards the understanding of the real world. So that has been done in the last few years and we have been going on successfully. And Guinness Book of Records identified that this is one of the largest gathering where just like usually youth gathering means just for fun and everything, right? But this was there for a purpose, for a goal, right? And so Guinness Book recognized that, and then they brought that appreciation that yes, this is one of the most important requirement in the current society, where all youth are getting distracted, diverted, or taken up different directions. So this program is now getting on every year, and this year also Prabhuji is planning to have this in October month, and plan to invite our Prime Minister and others also. So we want to spread this now currently in India. So Prabhuji's plan in future is to take across the different regions in India and also at the international level, right? So in the next near future, we pray that this will take it up into other next countries also. So having said this, we are again, as I mentioned, we are very fortunate to have Prabhuji with us today. So as I always mention, when great personalities come who have already experienced, who have already undergone the realization, who already know what is this, what is our goal of life, what is to be done. It is our responsibility, our duty to utilize the opportunity. So Prabhuji has been completely by-hearting Bhagavad Gita, sloka by sloka, verse by verse, chapter by chapter, including the sloka, purport, and the translations, and he is already in the journey of now 60 chapters completed. Okay, so if you want to know about Bhagavad Gita, he is an expert here. Okay, so that is also another one where you can always ask. We have been undergoing this Bhagavad Gita journey in the last 6 to 7 weeks. Correct? Yes. Yes? Yes. Yeah, so you should know. Like, if I'm going to say how many yogas, you should tell. Okay? Don't tell me I don't know. Right? How many chapters are there? 18. Okay. How many slokas are there? 7. I'm saved. So, they know the basics. So, it is up to you to utilize Prabhu's presence in understanding, getting your knowledge more thorough. Okay? Hare Krishna. We welcome Prabhuji by lovely chanting. Hare Bo. Hare Bo. Hare Bo. Thank you so much, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna. Thank you. Hare Krishna. Am I audible to all of you? Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपः कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकम्। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरुन् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगणरघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधाकृष्णपादान् सहगणललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितं हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधु जगतपते गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमस्तुते। तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्यैव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासदि गौरभक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। Hare Krishna. So, I feel honored to be present amongst all of you, and thank you very much for inviting me and giving me opportunity to share my experiences, my knowledge and realizations from Bhagavad Gita. So today I am supposed to speak on first chapter of Bhagavad Gita. Is it correct? Eh? Okay. Yeah, so first chapter name is Visada Yoga. Every chapter has a name related to yoga. Visada Yoga. Visad means sorrow, sadness, lamentation. That is also yoga. Why Visada is yoga? How sorrow can be also yoga? That is the question. Because Vyasadeva writes Visada Yoga. So, if the Visad, if the sorrow leads us to God, that Visada is also yoga, because that Visad, that sorrow is helping us to go closer to God. Isn't it? You will see the children, they keeps playing. Children, they keep playing. They like to play, children's. And that in the beginning, in the childhood, when they are always dependent on the mother, so they always want to be in the lap of the mother. If mother goes, they start crying. Mother goes away and child is alone, then child starts crying. Then mother comes and takes the child in the lap, and then child again starts smiling. That's in the childhood. But the moment the child grows a little bit, then the child doesn't want to be on the lap of the mother. Isn't it? The children always want to be away from the mother and want to play here and there. Isn't it? And mother is having lot of anxiety and worry for the child, because if they go in the wrong area alone, or they go on the stairs, or some area where there is a lot of danger, so that creates anxiety for the mother, isn't it? So mother doesn't want that my child should go away, doesn't go in the danger area. So what she does, I don't know what you all do here in Singapore, but in India, mother will make child afraid. Oh, bhoot aa jayega. You know? You know? Yes. Usually they do like that. Some ghost will come. There is ghost outside. And child will become afraid and come back to mother's lap. Then again he will lift. Where is the ghost, mother? Even we see in the Krishna's Leela, if you see Krishna's Leela when Krishna was a small baby, see, he not a small but little child, the 5 years of age, maybe 3 years of age, 4 years of age. So he would go and play with the friends, and the mother Yashoda wants Krishna to come back and have the lunch, but he is so busy in playing, forgets lunch and everything. So mother has to find out some trick to terrorize, to create fear. So mother says, if you don't come, how will come and it will eat you? How will come? How? So the moment Lord Krishna hears the name of how, he becomes very much afraid. And he runs towards mother and comes in the mother's lap, puts his head inside and takes the, what do you say, achal, put on him, hides himself inside. And then little bit he pulls out and says here and there, where is how? Where is how? So how and beloved, these two demons were there. So like that, sometimes fear is good, sometimes sorrow is also good, because so when God also creates some visad, so that we return towards Him. That's why when you see when people are very rich, happy, enjoying party, and all these things, and you say, come and chant Hare Krishna, worship, let's worship God. Why? Why do we worship God? Why do we need God? We are very happy. Anyway, why do we need God? I don't need God. And when some calamity comes, earthquake or, oh my God, why it has happened? Why this happened? Why did you do it to me? Oh God. Isn't it? So it's good, at least they are asking God, talking to God. Oh my God. Otherwise, they don't even feel the need to talk to God because they are so happy. They forget God, isn't it? People have this tendency when they are very rich, very everything goes very nice in life, then they are so happy that they don't feel the need to have God in life. They need money. That's if they have money, why do we need God? They have all the facilities, and why do we need God? So that's why sometimes the life creates frustration, difficulty, challenges. Then so that we remember God. He is our Father. He is our Creator. He is the one who has created us. Right? Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, Sarva Joni Sukantiya Aham Bija Pradah Pita. I am the seed giving Father. Pita. Tvameva Mata Chapita Tvameva Tvameva Bandhus Sakha Tvameva Tvameva Vidya Dravinam Tvameva Tvameva Sarvam Mam Deva Deva. You are everything. Your father, your mother. So, Krishna, the God, He is the Father, He is the Creator, and He wants all of us to be happy, just like any father. You ask any father, parents, they want their child to be happy, isn't it? It's natural. So, similarly, God, who is the Creator, so He also wants all of us to be happy. But sometimes this also happens that parents want the child to be happy, but the child doesn't want to be happy. Child chooses wrong path, and parents, in spite of parents warning to them, telling them, please don't do this, please, this is not right path, you should not do like this. They don't care. Many times it happens. Children don't listen. And if you pinpoint too much, then they rebel also. Who are you to interfere in my life? Don't try to control me. I may be your child, but that doesn't mean that you'll control me. I am not a robot. Isn't it like that? So, even though sometimes parents want to give good advice, the children may not listen, may not care for good advice. Isn't it? It happens. Not all with all children. Some good children are also there. Here you can see. Isn't it? They are like nice children. But many children are like that, they don't care for good advice, they become angry. Such children, eh? Like there is a verse in Sanskrit, Murkhanam Upadesat Prakopayana Santai. If you give a good advice to a fool, if you give good advice to a fool, number one, then he doesn't feel grateful for good advice. Rather, she becomes angry at you. He becomes angry at you. Why are you giving good advice to me? This is not good. Don't give me good advice. Give me some bad advice. Then it's good. Isn't it? Like that. So, there is story explaining this. Once upon a time, there was raining outside, and all the birds, they had their nest. Birds are very small, they don't even have hands. They create nest, still they create their nest. How? With their small beak. Just imagine how difficult it is, using a beak and creating nest. Even they don't have hands. But somehow, with a lot of hard work, they create nest. So when there was rain, all the birds enter into their nest and very happy they were living inside. But the monkeys, they were outside in the rain and they're feeling, they were all wet and they're feeling very, very, cold. They were shivering, monkeys were shivering. So the birds, they saw that their brothers, monkey brothers, are shivering with cold. So they felt compassion for the monkeys. The birds felt compassion for the monkeys. So out of their comfort, they went out and they were telling the monkey bhaiya, monkey bhaiya, monkey bhaiya. So monkeys were very upset. What happened? Don't you see we are in problem? Why are you disturbing? No, we want to give you some solution, monkey bhaiya. Solution. You will give me solution. Yeah, some good advice. Good advice. You are going to teach me, eh? Yeah, if you want to listen, what advice you want to give, eh? So then they said, we are a small bird, we don't have even hands. Still, we, with lot of hard work, effort, somehow we create nest, so that, and we safeguard ourselves from rain and wind and all this weather. And you all are very healthy and strong and with hand and leg and everything. Monkeys, why don't you create some home for yourself? They are very strong monkeys. So birds gave good advice, isn't it? But till today they could not create their home. The monkeys never created their home, but they became very upset. Being a bird, are you going to teach us? Will you teach us? Eh? How dare you can teach us? Eh? We will teach you the lesson for teaching us. And then all the monkeys went on the tree. became angry, and they destroyed all the nest of the birds also. You got the point? So the moral of the story is what? That don't give good advice to fools. The fools, they become angry when they hear good advice. Why? Because good advice can only be welcomed by fortunate people. Unfortunate people who are supposed to suffer, who are in their destiny, there is suffering. They will never listen good advice, because if they listen good advice, they will not suffer, and they are supposed to suffer. Therefore, they will never listen good advice. So therefore, sometimes we see that good advice are not welcomed. So how to bring such people on track who doesn't listen good advice? भारत में कहते हैं लात के भूत बात से नहीं मानते. You know this? I don't know English. How to translate? So to such people, ऐसे लोगों के लिए लात की व्यवस्था होती है. फिर to such people there is punishment arranged by God to create fear, to create difficulties, to create dangers in their life, so that when there is danger, then they come to God. But Krishna, in Bhagavad Gita 7th chapter, verse number 15, Krishna says that there are some fools. They, even after danger, they will not come to me. They have danger, they have difficulties in there. They will not come to God. Only those who are very, very pious people. Pious. There are two types of people, sinful and pious. Sinful means unlawful activities. The activities which are harmful, which are unlawful, in the mode of ignorance, neither good for you, nor for me, nor for anyone. And people do it. It's not good for you. Like once I was giving a seminar in IIT Delhi, and one student, I was giving, topic was power of habit, and I was speaking on smoking habit, and one of the student, so when I was giving presentation about cigarette, so I was explaining that in one cigarette there are 43 cancer causing chemicals in a cigarette. How many? 43 cancer causing chemicals in one cigarette. And people pay to smoke it. They are paying and buying death, buying cancer. Isn't it? In India, every year, something around 1.2 million people die due to smoking. Every year. In Corona, in 2 years, 5 lakh means 0.5 million people died in Corona, and there was so much lockdown. But by smoking every year 1.2 million people die, but there is no lockdown. Rather, many advertisement billboards, you must buy cigarette, you know. So like that, But I was telling that people, they know that. So I was telling that how dangerous is smoking. Then one boy said, "So what? Even if it is dangerous, it gives me pleasure." He says like that. It gives me pleasure. So what's wrong? I said, then you will die. So what? Even if I die, I will die enjoying. You see? So I said that your parents have spent so much money on you so that you smoke and die, eh? To raise you, to bring you to this level, to come to a premier institution. For this purpose that you smoke and die? So I'm just saying that people, even sometimes, the Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita that some people who are in unlawful activities, which is harming to them, harming to the society, everywhere, but still they will do. Why? Because there is pleasure, little pleasure involved in it. Many times the youth ask, how can I manage distractions? Distractions. You know? And I always say, don't manage distractions. You manage attractions. Because it is attractions which causes distractions. Something which can't attract you, that can't distract you. Isn't it? So be careful of your attractions, not distractions. Something you don't like, that is not going to distract you. If you may have experience, I don't know here, you may not have this problem of rats, but in India there is a lot of problem of rats. The mouse, every home keeps mouse trap in India, because mouse comes, then you have to catch them. So you want to catch a mouse and you use the mouse trap, then in the mouse trap you have to put what? Bait. So you must know, in bait, as a bait, what do you keep? You have to have some research. What is the most favorite item of rat? Before putting mousetrap, you should have some research. What is the most favorite item for the rat? And if you keep that, you are going to catch the rat. Isn't it? If you keep a smartphone in mousetrap, you are not going to catch the rat. You may catch humans. Isn't it? So similarly, the scientists, they are psychologists, they are put into research on human psychology. They are heavily paid to do research on human psychology. How to create such a game, video game, computer game, that once someone plays, he cannot come out of it. Create such a game that we make everyone's life a game. We destroy everyone's life. Till the time he dies, he cannot come out of it. Such a game. He will forget his life, his wife, his family, his children, everything. and he will only be fully 100% surrendered to the game and not to the God. Make sure. So the children are, you see, and even big people, they play the gambling, in India they say Dream 11. Eh? So once you caught into it, like one youth, he met me and said, I lost 25 lakh rupees, 2.5 million in gambling. Just when I came one day before I reached here, I met one young boy and he was saying, so much money they are losing. Young people, they get addicted. So this kind of activities, it gives us momentary pleasure. But actually it is very, very dangerous. It is addicting. You become their lifetime customer. And you have no choice. It's so nice that once you are caught, they don't have to do any advertisement. Now you are permanent customer. You cannot come out of it. It's like that, addictive. So what I was saying, that people are addicted to unlawful activities, liquor and all these addictions, and then they die also. They die also. No, not good for them. Their body, they are harming their own body. So such people are called Duskritino. They are called Duskritino by Krishna. And Mudha also, foolish people. Foolish people. And Sukritino, because they are so foolish, they don't know what is good for them. What is bad for them, they are attracted to that. They are finishing their life for that. So such people will never listen good advice. Very difficult for them to listen good advice. They are so much into wrong acts. They are so much. Like, for example, if somebody is sleeping, you can wake them up. But if someone is pretending to sleep, can you wake them up? Actually, they are not sleeping. They are pretending to sleep. So how will you wake them up? They don't accept that they are doing something wrong. That is the problem. And even if they accept, they are helpless. They are already so much into wrong things. They cannot come out of it. Like there was a fox and she was trying to, get onto the grape fruit and take the grape and eat, but she could not get onto it. So she concluded what? Gives her sour. How? If you have not eaten at all, how can you say that grapes are sour? So sometimes people cannot give up bad things, so they say good things are not good. Bad things is the good. This is life. First come out of it, practice spirituality, then you see the bliss in Krishna consciousness, bliss in spirituality. There is higher bliss available. But because they are so much into those aspects of life, negative things, so such people cannot understand the bliss in the goodness, good things, good lifestyle, pure lifestyle, like that. So that's why sometimes God has to give shocks, shock waves. Shock wave. Then they come out of their illusion, and so that's why I said that लात के भूत बात से नहीं मानते, उनको लात की व्यवस्था करते हैं भगवान, हैं? So लात is arranged for them. Then they go, oh my God, Yes, my son, please tell me. Uh, so then they come to, God, come to their senses. So, that's why I said that Visada Yoga. Visada Yoga means sometimes suffering leads to good path. When you get pain, sorrow, suffering in the life, it helps us to go near, closer to God. So Arjuna, he was having such Visada, suffering in his life. God has arranged it so that he can go closer. That's why Visada is also helps in yoga. Sometimes in India say first bhoga, then roga, and then yoga hoga. First bhoga. Bhoga means eating too much, whatever. Then it gets roga, disease. Then they go to yoga. But what is the purpose? What is the purpose of such yoga and pranayam? Purpose is just to get free from roga so that they can do bhoga. And then after that again roga. So this cycle goes on. So after some time they become fit, then again they will start doing enjoyment, bhoga, and then again roga, and this cycle keeps going. So roga if there is no roga, nobody will do yoga. Why yoga? I have no roga. And when people grow old, then they have to do yoga. Isn't it? They are forced to do yoga. Why? Because anyway your body is going to crumble gradually. So you have to turn towards yoga like that. So, yes, so sometimes suffering. So Arjuna was put into this situation of suffering. Someone has to remind me the time 10 minutes before. Eh? Because I don't watch the watch. Yeah, so that was the situation in Arjuna's life. Arjun, Arjun in Mahabharata, the 5 Pandava brothers, Yudhishthir, Bhim, Arjun, Nakul, Sahadev, and 100 brothers Duryodhana, sons of Dhritarashtra, 100 brothers, same family clan. And Arjuna, they insulted Draupadi. You all know this, how they tried to disrobe Draupadi in the midst of assembly hall, in front of everyone. In front of everyone, trying to disrobe a respected woman. It's a grievous sin they all committed. Even now Kali Yuga is there. They don't do so much, They try to rape women sometime, but not in assembly. But just imagine that in the assembly of great souls, such crime was committed. And nobody could do anything except God, Krishna. And then finally, Draupadi raised both her hands, full surrender, depending on Krishna. Even she had 5 husbands. And those 5 husbands also could not protect her. Because the situation was like that. Sometimes life creates a situation. You cannot do anything. Very, very difficult situation. What to do? Either you follow dharma, and then if you follow dharma, then you have to do wrong things. And dharma says that they have given word to Dhritarashtra. Yudhishthira had given word that as a king, they were supposed to play the gambling match. And whatever happens, they have to accept. So therefore they cannot go back to their words, turn back to their words. Now they have to accept the whatever happened result. So Draupadi has to, in the hands of Kauravas, and they try to destroy her. Then she prayed to the Lord, and Lord appeared there immediately and supplied so much cloth, and Draupadi was saved. But then Draupadi felt very much insulted, and there was battle supposed to happen. Krishna personally first tried, he personally went as a peace ambassador, tried to settle the matter, give them 5 villages, at least 5 villages, half kingdom you cannot give, Duryodhana, you cannot give half kingdom, then give at least 5 villages. And Duryodhana said, no, without war, I will not give you even this much land. What to speak of 5 villages? So Krishna said, okay, now we'll meet in the battlefield. Like that. So even see, sometimes people don't listen God. This is, isn't it? एक कवि है, हिंदी में लिखा है कि जब नाश मनुज पर छाता है पहले विवेक मर जाता है. When there is destruction in the destiny, then you cannot think right. You will think in a wrong way. Then only there will be destruction. If you drive in right way, then there will not be accident. Only when you drive in a wrong way, therefore you will meet accident. Na? So if destiny is there that you have to meet accident today, then you will start driving in wrong way, thinking that this is the right way. So that's how destiny will trick us. So God has decided, therefore he said we will meet. And then there was battlefield, and Arjuna and Pandavas, they all very angry because their wife was, insulted in front of everyone, and they were very angry. Arjuna was very angry warrior, Bhima was very angry, Yudhishthira very angry, and they all were assembled in the battle. And then Arjuna and Duryodhana, there are two people here in the first chapter of Bhagavad Gita. If you read Bhagavad Gita, start with the statement of Dhritarashtra. If you read Bhagavad Gita, there are two people speaking Bhagavad Gita and two people listening Bhagavad Gita. Do you know this? There are two persons, they are speaking Bhagavad Gita, and two persons are listening Bhagavad Gita. Who are the persons who are speaking Bhagavad Gita? Lord Krishna and Sanjaya. Lord Krishna is speaking and parallelly Sanjaya is speaking. You know? So these two people are speaking. Lord Krishna is speaking to Arjuna and hearing what they are speaking, discussing. Sanjaya is speaking that to Dhritarashtra. So Dhritarashtra is also listening Bhagavad Gita, and Arjuna is also listening Bhagavad Gita. But after listening entire Bhagavad Gita, Arjuna's reaction was different and Dhritarashtra's reaction was different. Isn't it? You see, such a wonderful literature is written in such a wonderful way that even if you read Bhagavad Gita, even if you listen Bhagavad Gita, you will not get benefit. Because Dhritarashtra did not get benefit of Bhagavad Gita, isn't it? Even after listening Bhagavad Gita, his illusion was not destroyed. He did not say, let's stop war. God doesn't want war. Krishna is God and let's stop. He says that he is going to destroy everyone. Krishna said in Bhagavad Gita in 11th chapter, when he showed his universal form, Krishna said, I am the time killer of the whole world. I am going to destroy everyone. Oh Arjuna, all the armies from both parties will get destroyed, will die. including Bhishma, Drona, Duryodhana, all the sons of Dhritarashtra is going to die. And Sanjaya is telling this to Dhritarashtra, that God is showing his universal form and telling that everyone will die, and I can see that your sons are getting into the mouth of that Virat Purusha. And in spite of listening, seeing, hearing, everything, this fellow Dhritarashtra, it doesn't get into his head. Why? That is moha. Moha. It's called moha. Nashta moha. Bhagavad Gita starts from moha and ends with moha. The last sloka of Bhagavad Gita, which Arjuna says, Nashta moha smritir labdva tat prasadat mechyuta sthito asmi gata sandhya karishye vachanam tava. Krishna, please tell me. My moha is now destroyed. Illusion has gone. Nashta moho. Smritir labdva. My memory has come back. Now I remember. I must fight. And isthito asmi. I am correctly situated now in proper frame of mind. I am in proper frame of mind now. Tell me what I have to do. I will do that. If you tell me I have to kill, I will kill. If you tell me I will quit, I will quit. You guide me, Krishna. You are God. Not only my friend. So like that. But Dhritarashtra, what did he say? He did not say, oh Krishna, now I listen Bhagavad Gita, I have understood. Please tell me what should I do. Did he say? What did he say? Sanjay, he said, Sanjay, this fellow, this Vasudev, I know this fellow is the culprit. My Arjuna is such a nice boy, doesn't want to fight. He loves his brother so much, he doesn't want to fight. But this fellow is instigating him to fight. After hearing Bhagavad Gita, he is blaming Krishna. You see? So even after we hear Bhagavad Gita, people hear Bhagavad Gita, that is not important. Important is with what frame of mind you hear Bhagavad Gita. You have to hear Bhagavad Gita the way Arjuna heard, not the way Dhritarashtra heard. This is the message given in Bhagavad Gita itself. And then there is two people. First chapter, two people are observing the army. It begins with the first verse, says Dhritarashtra Vacha, that Dharma Kshetre Kurukshetre Samaveta Yutsavah Mamaka Pandavaschaiva Kima Kurvata Sanjaya. Who Sanjay? What did they do? My sons and sons of Pandu both are assembled on the battlefield of Kurukshetra. What did they do? Tell me, I am very much excited to know. What did they do? Are they fighting or they have settled? And then Sanjaya said that Drishtva Pandavanikam Vyudham Duryodhanastada Acharyam Upsangamya Raja Vachanam Abravit Pasaitan Panduputranam Acharyam Mahatim Chamam Vyudham Drupadaputrena Tava Sisena Dhimata Atra Sura Maheswasa Bhimarjuna Samayudhi Yuyudhano Viratasya Drupadasya Maharata Drishtaketuschekitana Kasirajasya Viryavan Purujit Kunti Bhojasya Saivyasya Narapungavaha Yudhamanyusya Vikranta Uttamaujasya Viryavan Saubhadro Draupadeyasya Sarvaiva Maharatha. So Sanjay is saying that the camera is turning towards Duryodhana. The camera is immediately Duryodhana. There are so many people in the battlefield, but where camera is going? Duryodhana. Sanjay is saying that Duryodhana is going to his teacher Dronacharya and then saying that, see, Duryodhan first he observes the army, how it's everything is there. Then later on after text number 20 in the first chapter, text number 20, after all of them has blown their conch shell, the Arjuna is also watching the army. You will see the two people. First verse onwards, second verse onwards is Duryodhana is observing the army, and 20th verse onwards, Arjuna is observing the army. And both have different reaction after observing the army. The Duryodhana is calculating, making a strategy for the war. Maybe you all should go and help the Bhishma. He should not be alone, and we had going to win. Their power is more this much, but our power is also not less. We have many warriors, and we'll kill them. It's not that we are going to get defeated. And let's unite. Let's come together, unite and fight the battle. We have to win the battle. Maybe we have to kill them. And what Arjuna is thinking? अथ व्यवस्थितान् दृष्ट्वा धात्राष्ट्रान् कपिध्वज प्रवृते शस्त्र संपाते धेनुरुद्यम्य भारत ऋषिकेशं तदा वाक्यम् इदमाह महीपते. Arjuna is saying after observing the army, what he is saying? Krishna is saying that I want to see who have come to fight. I want to see that Yutsamana navikshiham jayatitra samagata dhartrashtra se durbuddhi yuddhe priyachikesaya. Who has come to help the foolish Duryodhana? I want to see. Take my this chariot in between the two armies. सेनयोरुभयोर मध्ये रथम स्थापय मेच्युत जावदितान निरीक्षेहम दुकामान अवस्थितान कैर्मया सहजो दव्यम अस्मिन् रण समुद्र में. In battle, with whom I have to fight? Tell me. I want to see them. I want to assess my enemy. Who are their people? And then Krishna heard that and he says, okay, very good. एवं मुक्तो ऋषिकेशो गुडाकेशेन भारत सेनयोरुभयोर्मध्ये रथम स्थापय मेच्युत. Achyuta means Krishna. Arjuna said, keep my chariot in between the two armies, and Krishna did that. Krishna took the chariot, put it in between the two armies, and Arjuna is observing. And Krishna said, Bhismadrona pramukhatah च सर्वेषां महिक्षितां वाच पार्थ पश्यैतान् समवेतान् कुरुनिति. Say, look, Krishna is saying, he brought the chariot in between the two armies, and then after that, he did not just brought, he spoke also. Krishna spoke also. You see, very, very interesting point here. Krishna is speaking something, and first the word which Krishna has spoken in Bhagavad Gita is the word. Which word? Bhishma. That is the first word, and second word is Drona. The Bhishma represents the family affection, and Drona represents the career ambition. Because Bhishma is the grandfather. When he was a child, Bhishma would take Arjuna on his lap and feed with his own hands. So that affection is there. And he says, you look at him, he is your enemy, you have to kill him. It's not that this is the first battle Arjuna is going to fight. No, he has fought many battles in the past. He has killed thousands of soldiers, people, but that time his hand was not shaking. But this time his hand was going to shake. You can run the whole country, it's very easy. But you cannot run your family. It's not easy. If you are the owner of a company and some employee is not functioning properly, immediately you can throw him out, isn't it? And bring another one. But your wife is not functioning properly. Your husband is not functioning properly. Can you throw? Why? Why? This is the secret. Because it's your family. It's not easy because they are in your heart. They are in your heart. You cannot throw them. Even if they do something wrong, you cannot. Because you have affection. There is heart to heart bonding, certain affection is there. So that is the situation here. That becomes very, very difficult situation. Many people in India, every year 2.5 lakh people commit suicide. Every year. And out of that, 40% people commit suicide due to family problem. Family issues, quarrels. I was hearing one video of one IAS officer. No, he committed suicide, and before suicide, he made his video, and he was telling in the video that although I am IAS officer, but I see no purpose in my life. Why I have to live? My wife is fighting with my mother-in-law, and many times I tried to bring peace in the family, but I could not. Either I cannot take side of mother, I cannot take side of wife. What should I do? Better to in my life. Like that. So he committed suicide. Very difficult. That is moha. That is called moha. No? That makes decision very difficult. Should I fight or not? If I kill them, then also problem. If I if I reject my wife, then also problem. If I accept my wife, then also problem. Wife is not listening. Husband is not listening. Children are not listening. I cannot reject because they are in my heart. And if I accept, then every day I am getting negative emotions. What to do? Stress, so much depression due to family misunderstanding, quarrel, like that. So Krishna is pointing out, look at them. This is Bhishma, Drona. He's not saying, see Duryodhana. Krishna is not saying, look at Duryodhana. No, because if he says, look at Duryodhana, Dusasana. This fellow, see Arjuna, this fellow Dusasana, he was the one who was holding the hair of Draupadi and pulling her. No, this fellow, this is the main problem. We have to kill. This is the main fellow. He is not saying Dusasan and Duryodhan ka to naam hi nahi liya. It didn't bring the name at all. Krishna is not bringing. He says Kurun. Kurun means the family. The family is bringing. He is not saying that they are your enemy. So when you remind, and what Arjuna is saying in the text 626, Sanjaya is saying that says that तत्रा पश्यत स्थितान पार्थ पितृनत पितामहान आचार्यान मातुलान भ्रातृन पुत्रान पौत्रान सखीन तथा स्वसुरः सुहृदश्चैव सेनयोरुभयोरपि. He is not saying enemy, he is saying relatives. Krishna is saying, you are going to fight the battle, you can fight only when you see the enemy, na? But he is not seeing the enemy, he is seeing relation. Yeah. Pitrinath, Pitama, Acharya, Matulan, Mama, Bhratrin, Putran, Pautran, grandson, sons, grandsons, and friends, and father-in-law, Drupad, all the relatives. Tan samikshya sakantya sarvan bandhunamasthitan kripya paryavishtito visidantam idam abravit. And when he saw them in the text number 27, Sanjay said that when Arjuna saw them, he lost all the motivation to fight. Visidantam idam vacha. Visidantam. He became full of grief. Full of grief. Heart, grief-stricken heart. Oh, I have to. He started looking. This will be killed. Everyone is going to get killed. Is it good to fight battle? And that's where the second part of Bhagavad Gita, first chapter starts. The first chapter in first half, first 27 verses of Bhagavad Gita, I have explained. It ends here. And the next 27, now Arjuna will start from 28th verse. Arjuna is saying, so the contrast you see, one side is the heartless Duryodhana, who has no feeling for the family, for the relation. For him also it is relation, no? But he is not looking at the relation, you see. Even after seeing everything, he is saying, let's fight. Let's make a strategy how to kill. So some people, they value family values, some people do not. And then in the Arjuna started lamenting. He is not going to fight. Arjuna said, I am not going to fight Krishna. And he gave 5 reasons. How many reasons? 5 reasons. What? What, are you not going to fight? What nonsense is this? You have come in the battlefield and now you are quitting. That's not good. Just like you come in the examination hall and then you are sitting on the chair and now question paper has come in front and then you say, I will not give exam. That's not good. Why did you apply for the exam then? So then Arjuna gave 5. Why you will not find? Then he said 5 reasons. The first reason he gave is that compassion, feeling of compassion for the family people, Second reason he gave enjoyment, that he will lose all enjoyment. If family members are not there, with whom I will enjoy? Even if I get kingdom, I become king, my whole family is destroyed. With whom will I enjoy? Alone? No, I cannot fight. Third reason he gave is sin. If I kill them, they are my family people. He is my grandfather. He is my teacher. He is the one who taught me how to shoot the arrow. How can I shoot that same arrow on him who taught me how to shoot the arrow? Is it not sin to kill a person who is teaching how to throw arrow? He is my teacher. How can I kill my teacher? How can I kill my grandfather? This is sin. I will not do. The fourth reason he gave is family traditions will be destroyed. Kulakchaye pranasanti kula dharma sanatana dharme nashte kulam kritsnam adharma bhi bhavatyuto adharma bhi bhavat krishna pradusyanti kulastriya strishi dushtarsu varshneya jayate varna sankara. Text 39 and 40. He says that all the people will be destroyed, then all the family traditions also will be destroyed. The women's will get spoiled, he says. They will lose their correct character. Stris dushtasu, they will become corrupt. Women will become corrupt and then they will give birth to unwanted progeny, unwanted children. Sankara, Varna Sankara, he says. Jayate Varna Sankara. Varna Sankara means no valueless people, valueless generation. They will have no value, they cannot figure out when they will do what. That kind of generation will come out. You see, now modern young generation, hippies type generation. Value system is not there at all. Common sense is not there in them. They don't know what is right, what is wrong. Like in America, they shoot, mass shooting. Suddenly, some days, one child, gets little angry and takes, a revolver and kills 10, 20 people in the college. Mad people, mad children, like that. Such kind of children will come out from such mothers, corrupt mothers. People don't know. They don't know the science that how mother's character affects child consciousness. This is a science, and all these science are explained in the Vedic literatures. And then last reason he gives is the indecision. He explains in the second chapter, text number 6. न चैदद्विद्मः कतरन्नो गरीयो जद्वा जयेमो यदि वा नो जयेमः जानेव हत्वा न जिजीविषामः तेव स्थिता प्रमुखे धार्तराष्ट्रा. I don't know whether I should fight, I should win, or I should lose. What is good for me? If I win, everybody will be killed. What is the use? If I lose, I will be killed. Then what is the use? So I don't know what to do. Krishna, please guide me. In 2.7, Arjuna asked Krishna, please help me now. I am not able to make decision. And from there, Krishna, from 2.11, second chapter, 11th verse, Krishna will give wonderful knowledge, which is very, very important for all of us. Actually, we are human being for that purpose only, to understand Bhagavad Gita. That is the purpose of life. Especially text number 11 to 30. Text number 11 to 30 in the second chapter, that is the purpose of human life. Not earning the money and enjoying life. That is not the purpose. That may be important, but not the purpose. There are many things in life that is important, but that is not the goal of life. We should understand what is important and what is good. Everything that is important cannot be goal of life. Like brushing teeth is very important, isn't it? How many of you agree that brushing teeth is important? Very important. But how many of you agree that brushing teeth is the goal of my life? I am living to brush teeth. Going toilet is very important. Isn't it? Otherwise you will die. It is so important. But how many of you feel that the goal of my life is go to toilet? Eating is the goal of life. Eating is important, but not the goal of life. Not the goal of life. What is the goal of life? And that is what we have to understand. That's Bhagavad Gita teaches us. Mahabharata says, Ahara nidra bhayamaithunam cha samanya etat pasubhi naranam dharmo hitesam adhiko vishesa dharmena hinam pasubhi samanam. Dharmena hinam pasubhi samanam. Anyone who is bereft of dharma, he is as good as animal. The difference between animal and human is only of dharma. Human being can perform spirituality, animals cannot. As far as eating is concerned, we also eat and animals also eat. We also sleep, animals also sleep. We also defend, maybe with nuclear bomb, Animal defend with their claws, teeth, isn't it? Whatever is then their capacity. uh, but we also produce children, mating, sex life. Animals also have sex life. That is equal to them, human and animal, nothing extraordinary. Rather, animals are more happy in that department. If you say, you'll never see an animal committing suicide. A dog, oh, my girlfriend has left me, now I am going to commit suicide, jumps in the well and dies. Never. And somebody say, I am proud that I have 4 girlfriends, I am so smart. People feel no smart if they have more girlfriends or boyfriend. And that is the criteria of smartness. Nowadays, that has become a criteria. If that is the criteria, then the pig is the most smart. You ask a pig and dog how many girlfriends he has. He will say, I have stopped counting long back. That is animalistic smartness, not human smartness. Human life, you become smart when you do something which is difficult. And what is difficult? Controlling the senses, mind, sober becoming is difficult. So therefore, that's what we are meant for. And Krishna will start speaking. Arjun, you are worried for petty things. That is okay, that is important. All these things are important. What is the goal? Goal is dharma. Goal is dharma. And at any cost, we must protect dharma. And as a Kshatriya, your dharma is to protect justice. Even your own family people, they are committing injustice, you have to punish them. You are a judge, and your own son has committed murder, and you have to give decision. What will you do? You have to punish. That is your duty. You cannot, no, he is my son, somehow, I will resign from my job. That is best. No. Give decision. But not easy. It's not easy. Saying is easy, doing is difficult. No? When you have to do it, then you understand. So, this is dharma. And for that you have to get over your emotions, feelings. You have to control and do what is right, what is dharma, what it says. And that's what Bhagavad Gita is teaching. So, Dhritarashtra had this moha. He was a father also, and he was a king also. Everyone is playing, one person is playing many roles. You may be a father, you are playing the role of a father, and Dhritarashtra is playing a role of a king. And both roles are conflicting. As a king, he should punish Duryodhana, and as a father, he has to protect Duryodhana, isn't it? So, what he should do? That is called conflict. You have many roles. As a father, you have to punish, protect. As a king, you have to punish. Maybe you have to kill also if he is atatai. So similarly, in our life, sometimes such confusion comes. How to make decision? On what base? Not on emotions, not on feelings. So first you are a father or first you are a king? What is the most prominent? That's why sometimes to perform higher duties, we have to compromise with the lower duties. Give up the lower duties to perform higher duties. And that is human life, that is called dharma. So that's what the message of Bhagavad Gita is. We'll stop here. Thank you.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much for patiently listening. We didn't want to stop the flow also, but Prabhuji has got another program at 7:30 and we need to keep going. So maybe we can take 1, 2 questions. Please, anybody? Yeah, Mati.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, thank you for the class. Prabhuji, my question is, most of the time when we face difficulties in life or when we witness some of our friends or relatives who faces difficulties, um, they take backward from the spirituality or whatever they do. What kind of how do we guide them or how do we support them in these situations?
Yeah, first we should know why they are doing that. That is the first thing, because unless we know the root cause, then we cannot fix it, the problem. And only way to know is to listen from them. Why you are behaving in a certain way? How can I know unless you tell me? Isn't it? So generally we judge. First, we don't listen people. What do? The natural instinctive reaction is that we really judge. This fellow is in Maya. That's what we sometimes react in that way, and that we may tell, you are in Maya, you'll go to hell, and you are wasting your life, human form life. This kind of reaction we give. So then person feels that you are not understanding me. You can never understand me, why I am doing whatever I am doing. So that kind of, so we should not react in that way. Rather, we can become a good friend and try to ask that person that you are such a nice person. What happened? I think there is something, where you are struggling, something you are undergoing some challenges, and if you feel I can know that, kindly if you can share, I will try to help you. So that way, listen. So the person will open up, like that. I can see that you are not able to chant in last few days. I know you are a very responsible person. So just wanted to know what you have to say. Why you are not able to do it? I want to know. That way we can listen from the person. Then person will say, okay, okay, oh, I understand now, okay. You are not able to wake up early morning. Okay, okay, okay. It happens. It's okay. Not to judge, but try and listen, understand first. So that way, you come to know why it is happening, and then gradually we can find out the solution. With different reasons, people do. Sometimes you just listen, then person may become inspired. I have seen many times just listening. Okay, okay, and help. It happens in life. Don't feel discouraged. I am there with you. Don't worry. This much is enough to motivate person. And we'll work out together, sort it out this problem. That's all. Okay. Yeah.
Hare Krishna. I just wanted to little bit clarify on this one that when there was a gambling started with Duryodhana and Yudhishthira, but Duryodhana took Shakuni's help, but he as a king, Yudhishthira, he could have taken Krishna as his help
Yeah.
to because he is very much with them.
Yeah.
But he also did not think that he thought So these are some of the things are, it is destiny or what is your thinking that it will go like that?
See, when we think of destiny, then we should not think anything else. But when we are thinking and discussing, then we should not think of destiny. If destiny is there, then for every question, the only one answer is destiny. Let's not discuss. But when we are discussing, then we should remove destiny and let's discuss. Always, when I'm just telling, whenever we should not mix. For something we put on destiny and something we apply brain. No. So I would say that the reason was that the proposal for gambling did not come from Duryodhana. It came from Dhritarashtra. And Dhritarashtra was respected. He was elderly. He was respected. He was the king. And therefore, the Yudhishthir respected his proposal and he accepted that proposal because he is an elderly person. He is my elder. How can I disrespect his order, instruction? And then whatever Dhritarashtra said, they accepted proposal, playing. That was the main dharma. He was following etiquettes. You know? So etiquette, Yudhishthira was famous for following etiquette, following dharma. He was called Dharma Raja. So he followed instruction of Dhritarashtra and he was knowing that if I follow dharma, then I don't have to bring Krishna. Krishna will always be there with me. If you follow dharma, God is always there with you. You don't have to call God, He is there. No? Satyamev Jayate. So, and Krishna came also without inviting. You see? And Yudhishthira, he knew that Krishna will come, he will protect. Because I am walking on the right path. I am not breaking principles. That was the reason what I could understand.
Last question. Okay, two more questions.
Maybe my question is you are mentioning about the addiction, right? Like phone and cigarettes and all. You are mentioning about addiction for
Addiction, addictions.
So similarly, my question is sometimes we have mental addictions negative thoughts, depressing thoughts, lusty thoughts, laziness. So how to get rid of this mental kind of addiction from? I will say thoughts.
Yeah, it's like various levels of addictions are there. In Bhagavad Gita, 3rd chapter, Krishna explains on this, text 36 to 43. In 8 verses of chapter 3, he explains about addictions. He says about it's a lust. Addiction and lust are similar. You know? And in Sanskrit we say kam. Kam. Addiction are said kam. When you reach to that point where in the beginning you take addictions, you use addictions, you use liquor in the beginning and later on liquor uses you. You use drug in the beginning, later on drug abuse you. You know? So this happens. The first thing we have to understand degree of addiction. To what degree we are addicted. You got the point? Degree. There are different degrees. Krishna says, Dumrena briyato bahni yatha darso malena cha yatha ulbena briyato garbha tatha tene damabritam. Text number 38. Krishna says 37 that 3 degrees of lust. One is like just like fire is covered by smoke. He gives example. Fire is covered by smoke. So You want to remove the smoke, just do like this, smoke will go away, isn't it? It's not very difficult. Second is, he says, the mirror is covered by dust. So just by it will not go dust. You have to take some mopping cloth and wipe it, like that. Then it will go. And third, he says, the embryo, the garbha, mother's womb, is covered by, that cover, embryo cover. So even if you do like this, it will not go. Cover, that is very strong cover. It's not that you can easily, you have to cut it and properly remove it. So like that. So similarly, lust. Some people's lust is, addiction is little bit. So immediately it will go. Some people it's very much hard. Little. So it requires little. It may take 1, 2 years, 3 years. Some people it may take more also, because it has gone very deep in the heart. So 3 degrees are, Krishna says. So first we have to identify which level person's lust has get into, addiction has gone into, and accordingly we have to take the process. So if somebody has a very high degree of lust, then he will take more time, and he has to have little patience. It will not happen immediately. You got the point? But it will happen. It will happen. It's not that it will not happen, but it may take little more time. You have to, for that you have to have patience. Immediately it will not happen. You got the point? But it's very sure that as you practice Krishna consciousness, gradually it will go. Don't become impatient. When you come to Krishna, read Bhagavad Gita, apply its principle, and third thing, have patience. Have patience. Wait for 2 years, 3 years, 4 years. But when it will go away, it will go away permanently. That is the guarantee. Outside rehabilitation centers or psychologists, it will come again. But in Krishna consciousness, once it will go away, it will permanently leave you. It will not come back again. But you have to have that patience. It will go. The knowledge itself is very powerful. And the second is that the medicine are there, this medicine of the Bhagavad Gita knowledge, you have to understand how it is working in life, how addictions works, how it can destroy my life. That knowledge itself will help you a lot. And regular discussion, regular understanding. Every day, little effort you put, little, gradually it will go down. If it is in the third degree, if it is in early stages, it will go immediately. I have seen many people, like I met few days back, one student, and he said he came in Krishna consciousness, within 1 week he left all these things. He was taking drugs, liquor, smoking, everything, and he left everything. Surprising. No? So like that. You got the point? And process is very simple. Chant Hare Krishna. Chant Hare Krishna with faith. Have faith. Don't, Hare kuch nahi ho raha hai, nothing is happening. I am chanting since 2 years, nothing is happening. One person told me, Prabhuji, I am chanting since 2 years, nothing is happening. I was drinking earlier, now also I am drinking. I said, how often you were drinking earlier? He said, maybe every day I was drinking. How often you drink now? Maybe once a month. Sometime I can't control after a month. So I said, this is a lot of development. You are saving a lot of money that you can give me. Isn't it? So he has not given up complete. The one devotee told me, Prabhuji, I got initiated, Prabhuji, but still sometime I and he feels so, embarrassed and says, Prabhuji, what can I do, Prabhuji? How, Prabhuji, once a year, Prabhuji, it happens. So once a year, okay, gradually it will also go away. But still he feels, so much guilty. You got the point? So it's okay. Gradually, it may take, now it has gone down a lot. Gradually that also will leave you. You have to have patience. That's all. Sometime that, sanskara will push you very much. So it's okay. Wait for Krishna's mercy, it will flow. Okay? But when it will come permanent. It will destroy from the root and it will never come back again. That is the process. This process is so powerful. Okay? We will stop here. Your question itself is a topic.
Maybe last question?
That's why every question itself is a topic.
Okay, last question.
Hare Krishna, I just want to know that how should we react in the happy situation as well as the distress situation, and what should we do?
So, Krishna, first of all, you have to understand that nothing unusual. Krishna says, the matra sparsastu kante sitoshana sukh dukkha agma paino nityastante ikshasu bharata. That sukha, dukkha, happiness, distress, praise, insult, these all are the part of life and has to come and go. Summer and winter, it will come and go. Especially in India. Here I don't know. I have heard that same weather. But in yeah. In India, summer then winter. If summer is too much high heat, don't worry. Just wait for 2 months. You cannot do anything. Wait for 2 months, automatically it will rain. And after raining, you will feel lot of relief. So you are going to suffer also for 2 months. And that is very clear. Only 2 months. Wait 2 months. Tolerate 2 months. That's all. After 2 months, there will be rain. Good season. Peacocks will dance after 2 months. So like that. So in that way, you have to tolerate. So what we have to do? Don't become reactive too much. Don't overreact. You don't become overcome by emotions. Control your emotions. You use your emotions. Don't let emotions use you. I am not saying that we should not become emotional. We should become emotional. But not emotions should overtake us. Not so much. We have to control also. Okay, I have to slap my child. I am feeling that I should give him slap. Okay, but think before think. Think before how much. Is it really necessary? Like in India, one mother killed her child, her son. She slapped him so much. And then she burnt her also alive. When he was alive only, and he was fallen on the ground, she burnt also. The emotions are like that. So we should control, practice. How it will come? By practice. When emotion comes, that is the time you can control emotion. So that is your exam. You have heard here, and wait. Now when emotion comes, that oh, Prabhuji ne kya kaha tha? What Prabhuji said? He said, don't react. Okay. Take breathing. Calm down. Calm down. Don't speak at least when you are angry. You have too much emotion. At least don't react at that time. Wait. 1 second. Think over. Okay. I have to react, there is no doubt. But how much and in what way? That you have to decide, calculate, and then react. You got the point? That's all. And by practicing, you'll see, there is nothing so great. Doctors will say, psychologists, it's a very great problem, this, that. No great problem. It's a normal thing. We make it too much hype. It's not, just practice. And gradually you will see one day you will become doctor. Just by practicing gradually. Pray to Krishna. Krishna, please help me so that I can become calm, I can give good response, not I should overreact with the situation. And when such situation comes, you just chant Hare Krishna and pray to Krishna. Krishna, sometime I am becoming too emotional, too reactive, too angry. Why don't you help me? Why don't you remind me at that time? I should not become. And Krishna in the heart, Krishna is sitting in your heart. When he become angry, Krishna will tell, oh Mataji, please. Prabhuji said na in the class, don't overreact. He there in the heart, he will remind you. Krishna is your friend always in the heart, he reminds. But to whom he will remind? Those who will pray. Those who will pray. Like a child is there, said, mother, please wake me up in the morning. So mother will go and wake me up. But suppose mother goes and wakes him up and say, who are you to wake me up? Don't wake me up. Then mother will not go to wake up. You got the point? But when will child say, my mother, my dear mother, please come, help me. I am not able to wake up. Please help me to wake up. Then mother will go to wake up. So when we chant Hare Krishna, we pray to Krishna. Krishna, please help me. Remind me. And Krishna will remind you. If you pray, you will see Krishna will remind you. That's how Krishna helps. God is there always. Okay? And be in satsanga, regular hearing, it helps us, motivates us. Okay? So we'll stop here. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna.
So on behalf of the congregation, Prabhuji, we